Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Try It Tuesdays. As you can see, I have on my onesie from the last episode. If you haven't seen that and you want to, you can go to my channel and click that. This week we'll be making beignets. The reason we're making beignets is because, well, I just wanted to try tasting them, but I couldn't find a place that sold them, so we're gonna just make them and see how it turns out. Okay, let's get started. So first things first, we're gonna get out our ingredients. The first ingredient is yeast. We got that right there. And then we need some water. I think it said like a cup or something. I don't know. So then we have sugar. We need salt. Eggs. We need eggs. 2 eggs. So for this, it also calls for half and half or cream, but apparently I didn't have any of that. So I had to look up a recipe to, substitute it. Apparently melted butter in some milk works. I think it's like 4 teaspoons for 4 teaspoons first, and then you fill in the rest up to a cup with milk. And so that's all I really needed. So, that was my half and half, I guess. And so for this, you also want a huge bowl, like you want a big ass bowl, because you need like 7 cups of flour or something. So it makes a lot. Let's see. So first you want to put the yeast into some water. Switch that around, let it dissolve, I guess, and you let that sit. First want to pour in the water there. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you're supposed to mix it, but I did. Yeah. So next is the sugar and salt. You're supposed to put that in a bowl together, I guess. You just mix up the ingredients. I don't know why I have the butter out there. Oh, that's for the milk, the half and half substitution thing. So, it said 4 teaspoons, but there's not really that kind of measurement thing on the packaging. So I kind of just happy Halloween. I kind of just stuck it into a teaspoon spoon and put it into the pot. As you can see here, I'm kind of struggling, but that's fine because it's our first time, and if you don't have hard times during your first time, then you're not living. So next, you put in the eggs. 2 eggs. As you can see, I'm having a hard time here, just jumping around and gathering my thoughts, but that's okay. So here's the butter, the melted butter to put with the milk. You want to scrape as much of that into the thing as possible. I have like a little spatula thingy. So the recipe only calls for 1 cup of this stuff, so just pour it up to 1 cup. I guess pour it all into the bowl with the yeast and water. Now watch me crack these eggs. Like a master, like a champ. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right against the table. Bam! Yes! Oh, well. I got some on my fingers, but that's okay. That's okay. Just gonna wash that off. Yeah, and so put the rest of the stuff in there. Mix. Hopefully it tastes good. Now we need butter. So you're supposed to soften up like a few tablespoons of butter. I don't remember how much, but I'll give the recipe in the description below. It's fine. Now you need the first 4 cups of the 7 cups of flour. Mix up again. I made a big mistake mixing this with the mixer, but shit happens. And right now it's not that bad, but later on I'm gonna, that's where I regret it. It kind of sucks, but you're gonna have to do it by hand before you put in the flour, because ugh. Yeah, so just keep mixing that. Big mistake to do with the mixer. I regretted it afterwards, and especially in cleaning, but that's okay. So now you want to cover it for an hour or 2, and just chill. Some chilling. I'll cut that, I guess. Yogurt. Yes, yogurt. That tastes good. Good shit. Waiting for the hour to pass by. Okay, now I gotta wash my hands before the timer goes off. You want to make sure you stay clean, and as you can see, I cleaned off my area too so that I don't have to deal with it later, because that's gonna be a bitch. So we have the flour. You want to sprinkle that on the table. Make sure you get a lot of it on there because you don't want to miss anything, and otherwise it just and there you have the dough. It's nice and firm. Smack that. You wanna. Okay, so it said to like make a rectangle shape in some way, like folding it or something. I don't know. So I just did what I could. Then you start rolling it. It also said to do 1/4 of an inch thick, but I don't know how the hell I'm gonna measure that without a ruler, and I'm not doing that. Just no. So just roll it out as much as you can. As you can see, I'm working hard. It rolls out very well actually, so I think I did a good job with this, but it still takes a while, and it's a lot. Yeah, so now you want to just cut it into strips. The recipe said to do it 2 inches wide, but again, I'm not measuring that, so you know, just do what you can. Estimate it, I guess. So you got the strips. Looks very nice, very even, essentially. So this was also a bit of a pain because it was very gooey still. I don't know if it was supposed to be like that, but it was. And so now that we did the strips, you got to do it the other way, perpendicularly. Is that a word? I think it's a word. Anyway, just keep going. Try to do the whole thing. Let me see it. As you can see, it got a little lazy, but that's okay. Essentially, as long as you have it in squares, you're okay. It doesn't really matter though. It's only if you want it to look pretty. But so now here we have the pot that we're gonna put it in. I got a big pot because I didn't want it to splatter all over me, even though it still did. But so you're supposed to heat up the oil before you start putting the stuff in. So do that. Yeah. And then starts boiling. Look at that. Golden brown. Look at that. It's a little bit blurry. Don't mind that. It looks really pretty. And as you can see, not all of them are square shaped, but that's okay because it is not looks that matter. It is the taste. Those are the #1 rules of cooking. Obviously. But then you just keep putting them in. Look at that. You listen to that sizzle, all right? And look at that big pile of like stuff. That looks good. Still going. It took a long time. This took like I don't think it was including the waiting time, but it took about 2 hours to do. So just keep going until it's done, I guess. I don't know about storing it, and if you, in the case that you want to like only do a few at a time, but good luck with that. You can figure it out yourself. I just made the whole batch. I have a big family anyway. And towards the end, I kind of started making them a little extra crispy, but that's okay because you know what? It just means it's cooked all the way through, so it's fine.
I was trying to grab it.
I'm like, what are you doing?
But yeah, looks good. Looking real good there. Probably couldn't sell that in a bakery, but that's okay. That's all right. Look at that. Bam. And so this is. We have 3 plates, and this is all the stuff that I didn't eat. So wow. So this is the final meal. My mom made some eggs and some veggie sausages. We put some powdered sugar on that. It was bomb, I'm telling you. So you can definitely try it out for yourself. I'll leave the recipe in the description. If you like the video, like it. If you didn't like the video, still like it anyway. subscribe so you can see more of my stuff coming out. Almost every Tuesday is Try It Out Tuesdays, and every Saturday is Roundtable. And then there's other stuff coming out too, so be prepared for that. Peace, Nana out.